Hey everybody, it's Cory with Utah Dream Properties and Keller Williams. Today we're going to talk to you about should I buy an investment property right now?
Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
All right, so I've got my board over here and Bree's behind the camera. She's going to keep me going on this, make sure that I'm straight. But basically today, I wanted to talk to you about, and we get a lot of questions around, should I buy an investment property in this current market? The answer is yes, and I'm saying that because I would go buy one right now, and we are actually looking at a couple as we speak. So we wouldn't tell you to do something that we wouldn't do ourselves. But let's break that down a little bit so we can talk about it. So I've got a few things on my board over here that I want to make sure and talk to you about. So there's different ways, of course, to buy an investment property. And I know some people have a lot of investing experience and some people have none. So we're just going to kind of cover some of the basics and go through this thing. So you can buy an investment property with a loan, right? You can buy it with cash. And some people 1031 out of a different property into another property. So let's talk about those three things though. Basically, if you're going to buy with a loan, it's obviously a little bit more difficult to win the deal, right? Because if we've got a bunch of people that are putting offers in, and let's say a whole bunch of investors are putting cash offers in and they're not requiring any due diligence or anything, they're just saying, hey, here's some cash, I'll take it. It's a lot more difficult for somebody with a loan to get one of those. So what we do in that case is we always go chase after, we know a lot of people, we've built our network up and we find properties before they actually hit the market to try to get some of those people into properties that are maybe just starting out, they don't have that kind of cash, they're going to buy it with a loan. Still able to be done, you just have to have more patience and we can make that happen for you. That's how we do it too. We try to find off market and then we work with the person and then we can do it whatever way we want. We can pay cash, we can buy it with a loan, whatever, because to the seller, ultimately they don't care. They just want to get the deal done. Okay. So that's different ways of getting a property, right? And there's others. We could do seller finance. We could talk about some other things, of course, but I've only got so much time on this one. So I wanted to make sure you knew that it's still possible for a person with a loan to get an investment property. Of course, cash is easy, right? We know we can get what we need with cash. It's pretty fast and it's efficient, so we can do that. And then a 1031 is when someone sells one asset and they're going to move that money into another one. It's a way of kind of sheltering taxes. So that also is another way to acquire an investment property. So one thing that we hear all the time is, well, should we wait, right? The market's doing something. What are the interest rates doing? All these kind of things. I wouldn't wait because here's an interesting way to put it. If this is the bottom and we're here, how do we know where the bottom really is? Everything keeps moving and then all of a sudden it hits and it comes back up, right? So with that being said, nobody knows how to exactly time the market. Sometimes you get lucky and you do pretty good about it, but a lot of other times, the majority of people, they don't, and they miss the boat, right? So there's an old saying in real estate that says the best time to buy real estate was 10 years ago, but the next best time is today, right? And like I said earlier, we're buying properties and we wouldn't tell you to do it if we weren't thinking that it was a good thing to do. It's really, really, really difficult to time the market completely. As far as interest rates are concerned, interest rates are up right now. There's a big, hoopla out there about that. We understand that. And here's the deal, interest rates change. So if you get into a property now, there's a lot of benefits to going out there and looking for something right now because first off, there's more on the market, which is great. You got some stuff to choose from. You can negotiate, right? We've had a lot more negotiating over the last 6 months, six or 8 months. And by negotiating, I mean we can negotiate price, we can negotiate some of the closing costs, we can, there's buy downs, there's all kinds of things that are happening in the market right now, which can help you get a better deal on the property. Ultimately, everybody wants a good deal, we know that. The best deal is to get the property and then start earning your value as that thing grows in appreciation. All right, so that's, should we wait? No, let's not wait. Let's buy the property. Interest rates, yes, we understand them and we want to watch them, but we're not going to be so concerned about them because they're not in the upper teens right now like they were back in the 80s. They are still 7 or below for the most part, right? And then of course, Some investment property, they may be a little bit more than that. We're going to keep an eye on them. We have a great lender that will keep an eye on them with you. And then when the market does shift a little bit and interest rates start to come back down, great, we can refinance and everybody's happy at that time. Okay, so let's talk about, we hear a lot about also cash flow versus no cash flow when you buy an investment property. Yes, cash flow is nice to have, of course. And we have a formula that we want to make sure that we are cash flow positive. All the numbers work out. What we mean by that is all of our expenses are going to be able to be paid for with a little bit more left over. And that amount can vary by what you're going to make per month when you have a renter in that property. So that's kind of the basic, easiest way I can say that. So cash flow is that amount or that difference that you're making on the property. So some people, everybody's risk tolerance is different. So some people are okay with $100, $200. Some people want it to be more like $500 or more. Obviously, we want it to be the biggest number that we can. And we also don't want to make our number so high that we can't buy any properties, because then we can never get started, right? We're going to be stuck in that analysis paralysis stage, and we never get to really benefit from owning a portfolio of investment properties. So cash flow is important. We understand that, and we want to have, our philosophy is we want to have a little bit of cash flow just to cover ourselves, right? And then we're counting on, especially here in Utah, that the values of the home are going to go up. So we want to get in, we want to get that property under our control, a little bit of cash flow going into that thing, and then the value will go up with us as we own the property, and we'll let the renters pay for it. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of information on should we buy an investment property today? We believe that you should, and we're here to help you do that. Bree's hard at work putting these videos out every Friday, so please like and subscribe. All of our information is down below. You can call us, you can text us, you can email us. We want to hear from you. Please reach out. We want to know what you guys want to hear about. That's why we did today's video. People are asking, hey, what about investing in this current situation? Let us know what you want us to get information for you on. We're here to help you. Have a great day.